Before becoming a monk, my name was Daniel, which was a name that I really loved, especially with how versatile that name could be. To some friends I was Daniel, to other people I was Dan or Danny, just kind of depending on the situation. And it was a name that I really loved. But whenever I joined the monastery, I knew it was significant for me to change my name. It was sort of a new beginning to my life. And what's beautiful about how we receive our names in the monastery is that the names are given to us by the archabbot. Just as whenever we are born, we don't get to pick our own names, but our parents give us a name. When we enter the monastery, the abbot, the Abba or the father, is the one who gives us a new name. He claims his spiritual fatherhood over us by giving us a name. And we're allowed to suggest 3 names to the archabbot about a name of a saint that we would like to have as a patron for the rest of our lives as monks. And he could choose one of those names or any name that he wants. So on July 10th of 2010, whenever I was becoming a monk, the abbot came into morning prayer and he called me by my new name. He said, "Daniel McMullen, from now on you will be known as Brother Canice." So he claimed his spiritual fatherhood over me by giving me a new name. And that name, Canice, is a name that is very significant to me. First of all, Saint Canice was an Irish monk. He lived in the 6th century, was a very holy monk, evangelized, he was a missionary, he converted lots of people to the Catholic faith. So I like that Irish background, that missionary background, that monastic background. But really the reason why I wanted the name Canice had to do with a monk who lived at Saint Vincent, a monk of Saint Vincent, who died in 1999. His name was Father Canice, and he was a monk who was assigned to one of our parishes, St. Bernard's Parish in Hastings, Pennsylvania. And it was the parish that both of my parents grew up in. And ever since I was young, my parents have told me these beautiful stories about Father Canice and the impact that Father Canice had on them in their childhood and throughout their lives. And even whenever they grew up, Father Canice was the one who did their wedding, who married them. And whenever I was becoming a monk and coming to Saint Vincent, I just figured that Father Canice had a big impact on my parents. He formed my parents, and my parents were the ones who formed me. So in that sense, I owed a lot to this man who really was an essential role in my life, even though I never really got to meet him. My only memory of Father Canice is flying kites with him at a park one day whenever I was very young. But taking on this new name has been very significant for me in my monastic identity. I really feel that I've grown to appreciate what it means to live this religious life, this constant death to self each and every day, by reminding myself of having this name and all that it signifies. And like Father Canice and Saint Canice, each and every day I try to bring the faith more fully to the lives of others so that they can grow in their love for Christ.